Hi everyone, and thanks again for joining our performing arts session this evening. I'll shortly pass you over to Lucy, Kerry and Beth, who are all part of the Performing Arts Department here at the Manchester College. They'll provide you with lots of information about the courses that we offer. If you do have any questions at any point, you can ask them in the live Q&A box, which is just to the right of your screen, and we'll answer as many as we can at the end of the session. I'll now pass you over to Lucy Oldham, who's our head of department, to get the session started. Hi Lucy.
Hi everybody, thanks Amy. Good evening everybody, welcome to our virtual Performing Arts Open evening. It's really lovely to have you all here. It's slightly surreal because I can't see anybody and I'm a bit of a people person and I normally like to be chatting to people on evenings like this evening, but I'm really glad that you can be with us this evening, and hopefully we're going to give you a little bit of a flavour of what the Performing Arts Department is about. So my name is Lucy Oldham and I am Head of Performing Arts, and you're going to be meeting Kerry Kawai and Beth Dalton, who are both tutors within the Performing Arts, and Kerry is actually Department Team Leader for the acting course as well. So we really wish that we were seeing you this evening. We love Shena Simon campus and we love showing off our amazing facilities, and we love showing off all of our brilliant students and doing performances, and we love meeting people like I've already said, but hopefully this evening will be a bit of the next best thing. My lovely tutors are going to talk to you about the different courses that we offer and some of the things that you will be studying when you're a student with us. And you'll also hear a little bit from some of our current students about their experiences of being with us. At any point, as Amy said, if you've got any questions and you think, oh, I really want to know that, please do put it in the box, because at the end of the session, we'll be able to answer some of those, and any that we don't manage to answer, we will definitely keep and we'll get back to you as soon as we possibly can. But enough of me blathering on. I'm going to pass you on to the ever lovely Kerry, who is going to talk a little bit about what you will experience when you're training to be an actor at the Manchester College. Thanks, Kerry.
Thank you. Hello, good evening, everybody. My name is Kerry Kawai, as Lucy said, and I'm here to talk to you about the acting provision that we offer here at the Manchester College. We have acting pathways all the way from level 1 up to level 3. Level 1 and 2 are 1-year courses and level 3 is over 2 years. All 3 courses offer practical, hands-on, industry-led training in a variety of styles, from devised work to scripted plays, from classical to contemporary, as well as training in movement and voice. In addition to this, we will look at the acting industry and how that works with things like agents, professional contracts and equity, to name a few. Our team comprises of industry professionals who can give guidance and advice on how to develop a successful career as an actor. We're constantly adapting our courses to meet the needs of the ever-changing industry and have modules in acting for TV and film and audition techniques, where this year, amongst other things, we're looking at the skill of self-taping as an audition process in response to the current climate. This is where an actor films themselves doing an audition and sends it to a casting director or drama school. Sounds easy? It's really not. At the end of each year, you will perform in one of our professional theatre spaces, but throughout the year, there is also the opportunity to perform on many different occasions in a variety of different styles of acting. We have a growing alumni of ex-students who are professional actors working both here in the UK on dramas like Coronation Street, The A Word and Ackley Bridge. We've also got those that are casting their net a little bit wider and working in the US and even further afield on things like feature films and Netflix series. Our aim within the acting department is to produce versatile, skilled, employable young people. And we're going to hear from one of our current students right now.
My name is Siobhan Osifo and the course I'm studying is level 3 acting. I chose this course because I've always loved acting. I've always had a big imagination. So my mind was set from at least year 5 that I wanted to be an actor and I was going to get there. I chose to study at Manchester College because I was invited to an open day by one of my friends who had been here before, and I came to watch a performance in the Sackville Theatre downstairs, and I loved the theatre, I loved the acoustics, and they were saying how all the teachers are nice and how they try and help you get to where you need to be, so that was like one of the major factors in coming here. What I'm looking forward to this year is our end of year show, because then again that's us showing what we've done, all the hard work we've put in over this year and last year as well. The college helps us get ready for the industry in a big way by showing us in agencies, and they'll have us online with like different companies and stuff. And some of the girls in our course at the moment have modelling agencies, so their modelling agencies help them get into acting agencies. But for the rest of us, it's more just they help us make acting CVs, and they help us get headshots, and they help us make a film reel as well, so by the end of it we can send these off and be ready for work. The tutors help in a big way as well, because it's not just helping you from afar, like they try and help you one-on-one and you can ring them and ask them questions. Our tutor Louise, we have a Facebook group and she'll always post little job opportunities for us. After college, I would like to go to uni or drama school. I really would like to go to Yale. In a couple of years' time, I would like to be at least on like one TV show or like a mini film, even if it's like at a film festival. I'd still like to be like on camera. I would recommend the Manchester College to anyone leaving school, because I think it's a really good place to be, and everyone's really nice to you. The tutors are nice, and even if people are in the like another course the year above, like everyone's really nice. I have friends in science, I think it is applied science, and there are other people you could be talking to, like the music students and the dance students, and even if you're in like a different course, everyone comes together for something, and it's a great place to be.
Okay, so that is the acting course, and as Siobhan was saying, that there is a variety of opportunities and a variety of different career paths that you can take after the course, whether it be that you want to go on to drama school or into industry. We are there to support you and guide you through that. Thank you. I'm now going to pass you on to the lovely Beth Dalton to talk to you about musical theatre.
Beth, are you just on mute?
Sorry. Hi everyone. Thank you very much, Kerry, for passing on over to me. Like Lucy said, can I just reiterate that we love seeing you face to face. I'm sorry that this is virtual, but hopefully you're going to get a great understanding of all the courses that we offer. So as Kerry said, my name is Beth Dalton and I'm a tutor on both the musical theatre and dance courses. So when you join us as part of one of our musical theatre courses, we offer both a level 2, which is a 1-year course, and a level 3, which is a 2-year course, BTEC in musical theatre. We are super passionate as a team about creating triple threat performers. So you study a wide range of dance, vocal and acting skills. Some of the dance skills you will learn include ballet, jazz, ISTD modern, which is an external exam, and also TAP in your second year. You also will study vocal anatomy and both ensemble and solo singing skills. And with acting, you will study Brecht, Stanislavski, devising theatre and script writing. And that's just a small range of such a wide variety of classes that we offer within the musical theatre course. We are a very vibrant, friendly team, and as Kerry said, we are all industry experienced. So between the team, we've worked on West End shows, international tours, cruise ships. So we have a wealth of experience under our belt, and we are so passionate about giving you that experience and getting you into the industry. And our students also end up going to quite a lot of the top drama schools from the musical theatre course in the UK. So this is our fabulous Cara McElwraith, who is one of our level 3 musical theatre students. She's going to tell you a little bit more about her experience with us.
My name is Cara and I'm studying the musical theatre course and I'm in year 2. I chose this course because I went around to different colleges and I didn't find an atmosphere which suited me as a person. My personality is quite bubbly, and I feel like the energy in this college just matches it so perfectly, and the people around me just make you want to strive to be better. And I felt like in my audition it made me want to be better, and which makes you want to come here. I've most enjoyed studying my course, especially in the acting side of it. That's kind of where I sit comfortably. Obviously the dancing and singing side of it is so enjoyable. I love it so much. However, I enjoy acting more, and I'm really looking forward to hopefully doing a show this year and furthering my knowledge within the industry. So I have worked as a teacher in high schools, and I have assisted in teaching at drama schools as well, teaching all ages, and that has really helped me because it has allowed me to look into a different side of what I want to do in the future, especially because I've really admired teachers and tutors here. So going and doing a work experience in a different school just lets me have a different light and see a different side to the industry, and it's really brought me to realise that maybe I'd want to go into something like that. My tutors have helped me immensely get ready for my future career. They've given me so much advice on actors' unions and finances and getting me ready for the next step. Going to stage schools, which can be really daunting, and you really need that extra help. You need that extra helping hand, and they've been there every step of the way, making sure that we are able to exceed our expectations and be the best version of ourselves that we can be. I want to go into university and I want to stay in Manchester and I would love to teach performing arts. I'd love to teach acting. It's been a dream of mine, but also I'd like to do some professional show work, maybe do some pantomime and stuff along those lines, just really get my teeth into the industry. I recommend the Manchester College 100% to anybody. I just think that they are so understanding and helpful, especially people with mental health. I have myself struggled with it during my time here, and every single tutor is so understanding, so caring and loving. It's like a second family here. Like you've made friends for life and you've made contacts for life, and I know full well if I ever need anything I can email my tutor and they can help me straight away. So yeah, I love it here. I'd recommend it to anybody.
So that was the lovely Cara, and as she mentioned as well, we do at the end of every year we have a huge musical which happens every year in June, which if you do join us on the musical theatre course you will be a part of. So moving on to dance, as I said, I teach on both the courses. So on the dance course we offer both a level 2, which is a 1-year course, and a level 3 BTEC, which is a 2-year course. The styles offered include ballet, technical and commercial jazz, contemporary, commercial and urban, ISTD modern, choreography and improvisation. And we also in the second year offer tap. We have lots and lots of our students, as Cara mentioned, that, you know, join us and they're not necessarily sure what path they want to go on after college, and that's 100% okay. We are here to guide you. We are very much a family within the Performing Arts Department. We are here to support you as a student, so we are very, very passionate about making sure whatever your goals are when you come to us, we get you on the right steps to get there. So this is Favour Uche, who is one of our second year dancers.
My name is Favour Uche. I'm from Nigeria. I'm studying the dance course in performing arts in Manchester College, Shena Simon. I chose to study this course, first of all, because it's actually a very good course that most people don't realize that there's actually a lot more to dance. What I enjoy most about my course is the practicals, like being in classes, like doing stuff like pushing myself and stuff like that. Although sometimes it gets out of my comfort zone, but I just have to just dive into it. Overall, I enjoy everything. What I'm planning to study, I'm looking forward to studying this year. We just started TAP. I'm really looking forward to acro because we're going to be starting it in some months. I'm really looking forward to so many things this year. So as part of my course, I've taken part in some different shows and stuff like that, like jobs and stuff. Like we did one at the monastery in Gorton. It was really amazing. Like it was really good. There was one that we did with Jack Whitehall at the Manchester Arena. There are so many. There have been workshops, like companies coming to the college and doing workshops. As part of my course, I'm also doing work experience. So like I have like a place right now. Doing that, it makes me feel like I'm like at least a step or two steps ready for the real world. Where I'm trying to go to from here, I'm looking at some universities mostly based in Manchester because I want to live in Manchester. And from there I could at least like maybe go to do cruise ship works, like West End and stuff like that, do music videos. I would definitely recommend the Manchester College. Yeah, for anyone that's leaving school and like if you're just looking for somewhere to go for performing arts, basically, it is really great because the teachers, they don't just tell you what to do, they support you on how to do it. They tell you how to do it, how to go about it. They give you all the support you need for the real life. I feel like if you want to do performing arts, you should definitely come to Manchester College. It is really good.
So that was the lovely Favour Uche, and as he mentioned, there is so many performing opportunities on the dance and musical theatre courses. He mentioned Gorton Monastery. Some of our performers performed on stage at the Manchester Evening News Arena last year with Jack Whitehall. There is lots going on all the time. It is so vibrant. Sometimes it feels like when you walk on campus, it feels like you are walking into Fame the Musical. There's singing in the corridors, people dancing. It's such a great atmosphere. As a part of the dance and musical theatre courses, we obviously offer ballet, jazz and tap, and these classes are streamed. So if you have not potentially got as much dance experience in one style as you have in different styles, that's completely okay. We are here to support you and get you right onto your next steps. So we stream our classes based on ability and prior experience for most of our subjects, like I said, ballet, tap and jazz in particular. So please, if you are coming to join us, please don't worry about that. We will always make sure that you are working within your range of ability in order to get the best learning experience from you. So I'm going to pass you back to Lucy Oldham, who is the head of performing arts. Lucy?
Thank you ever so much, Beth. Thank you, Kerry. Really good overview of the things that we do. Like we say, we just so wish you were in the building so you could come and actually have a go at some of it and see some of our students and talk face to face with them. But do you know what? Fingers crossed soon we'll be able to do that. We really hope so. Both Kerry and Beth and some of the students talked a little bit about one of the other things that I think makes the department really exciting, and that's our industry links. Because the vast majority of our tutors have worked in the industry or indeed still work in the industry, they've got a whole network of contacts, and we're constantly calling on people, our friends who are probably a bit sick of us by now, and saying, please, please, please come in and talk to our students. And the great thing is that they often say, yes, we will. And that means that we get lots and lots of visiting artists, or indeed, as Kerry mentioned, visiting alumni, because our students have come to the Manchester College, they've gone on to further training, and then they've gone out into the industry themselves. And as you can hear from our current students, people that study with us have a real fondness for the Manchester College, and what that means is they often come back and they do workshops with our current students and sort of give back. So I mean, Kerry, can you talk to us a little bit maybe about what perhaps some of the actors might have done in terms of industry?
Yeah, absolutely. So as Lucy said, you know, we have got lots and lots of industry links, and we do get people in as often as we can from drama schools. We have great links with Mount View, LIPA, Arts Ed. Mount View and Arts Ed for a number of years have done their northern auditions in our space, which has been brilliant. As a kind of thank you for that, they quite often will offer a couple of free audition places to our students, which is really, really helpful because auditioning can be an expensive process. We've had LIPA in, PPA, which is the Performance Preparation Academy, which is an offshoot from Guildford School of Acting as well. So they'll come in and they'll do a workshop, and they will talk to the students about audition prep and see some audition pieces and give advice and guidance on that, and that's absolutely invaluable, really. Other visiting artists, we have Sally Carman come in, who's our patron, who you're going to see a video of. She is on Coronation Street currently, but she's had a really long, varied, wonderful career as an actor. We also have a guy called Ken and Ali come in who does stage combat. So it's like a one-day intensive stage combat course, which is just fabulous. And if you were to do it outside of an educational setting, it would be really quite an expensive thing to do. So that's a wonderful skill for actors to have. It looks great on your actor's CV. Other people that we've had in, a friend of mine called Hannah Ellis Ryan, who is a producer, a writer, a director, an actor. She does absolutely everything. She's also been on Coronation Street. She was on that for about sort of 6 months. Yeah, and just as Lucy said, lots and lots of ex-students come back and see us and give guidance and sit on audition panels and talk to our students about the reality of working in this weird and wonderful industry.
Yeah, thank you, Kerry. That's ace. And it is, you know, we do get lots and lots of people back. That culture of students coming back is really nice. Beth, have you got a few that you can share that dance and MT have maybe been involved in?
Yeah, definitely. Actually, just talking about ex-students, once upon a time, many moons ago, I was actually a student at the Manchester College. I did the level 3 dance BTEC, and I then went off to train at the Hammond. And after I left the Hammond, I've worked in the industry on a number of cruise ships, on a national tour of Gypsy. I've done a whole bunch of stuff before coming back to teach at the Manchester College. So exactly what Lucy is saying. There is lots of us out there in the industry, and it's such a pleasure to be back teaching and giving my experience when I was once upon a time a student back to the students now. It's fabulous. So yes, we also have a number of ex-students. Few notable ones have been in Guys and Dolls in the West End. One of our ex-musical theatre students is now associate choreographer on Cats, both on the West End and international tour. Lots of our students go into work for Princess Cruises, Norwegian Cruise Lines, Royal Caribbean, a number of them doing the musicals at sea with Royal Caribbean as well, in particular Chicago and We Will Rock You. Some of our dancers have gone on to work with a number of contemporary companies such as Jasmine Barderman, and also doing lots of different cruise ships and jobs within hotels in Europe, again working in Missouri in America. So lots and lots of people going out into the industry after they have trained with us at TMC. And like Kerry said, lots of our alumni do come back in and give workshops. In the past year, we have had a number of colleges, very similar to the acting course, come and do in-house auditions for stage schools and universities. So just some of these included Renaissance Arts, Northern Ballet School, the Hammond, LIPA and SLP. They all held in-house auditions for the dance and musical theatre courses last year. And some of our workshops that we had last Christmas it was very, very exciting. We have a workshop week just before Christmas where we have industry professionals come in and do workshops for the dance and musical theatre courses. Last year we had an Agents Day where 2 agents from J North Associates did a mock audition with our dance and musical theatre level 3 second year students and gave them individual feedback based on their performances and on their CVs, which was absolutely vital for them as they were going out to audition for their higher education institutes. Last year we had Josh Warmby, who was the choreographer of the MTV European Music Awards, come in and do a workshop. We've had Megan Bowers, who has danced with Dua Lipa and Mabel. We had Idney De Almeida, who also was alumni of TMC. He is now a member of Boy Blue Entertainment and has been on Some Like It Hip Hop in the West End. And we've also had Brian Mottram, who was just in Matilda in the West End doing a workshop with us, and he is now actually the owner of The Intensive. And The Intensive works alongside West End choreographers and directors such as Stephen Mear and Kerry Ellis to deliver workshops to industry professionals. So we are really, really well linked with industry experts, and they are constantly coming in and giving their wealth of experience to our students.
Thank you, Beth.
Yeah.
Cheers. Thanks. That's really good. I think that really gives you a good idea about the industry links that we've got. And as Kerry said, we also have our lovely, lovely patron, Sally Carmen. So you can see a little bit about what she did last time she was in. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Sally Carmen and I'm patron of Manchester College Performing Arts, and I'm here today with the students to work on audition technique, on their monologues, on connection and focus and energy in an audition situation.
Thank you so much for that. Now, I'm really, really aware of time. Can you tell we're performers? We can just talk and talk and talk. So you've had a little bit of an overview of everything that we've done, and we could talk to you at length about the performances that students have been and are being involved in, but we are classically, we've talked lots and lots and lots about that. I will say that people have performed in the performing arts in lots of different venues. It's not just the 2 theatres that we have on site, but they've performed in places like Gorton Monastery, they've performed in Manchester Art Gallery, they've performed at Hope Mill Theatre, we've done site-specific performances, they've performed in the Salford Theatre. There's loads and loads of places that we have been to, and we will continue to go to once we're allowed. And even if we're not allowed, we will green screen, we will live stream, whatever you will definitely be doing a performance if you come and study with us, more than one performance at the Manchester College. But I'm going to pass straight on to the next student montage to just show you what some of those performances might look like. Thank you.
All we see is a self-absorbed, daft, gossipy beautician who wouldn't turn down a night out. Which I am.
I know you've already told me, I just don't understand. What rumour?
Appointment's at 4:30.
I know.
Do you know what it feels? To stand in the street in broad daylight trying to sort your problems out.
So that gives you a very, very, very brief flavour of some of the things that we do in terms of performances at the Manchester College. As Kerry said, in terms of acting, you will do devised work, you will do scripted work, you will do film and television, musical theatre and dance, do all of the different dance styles, and there are loads and loads of performance opportunities all the way throughout the year. So that's a very, very lightning quick tour. We could literally talk all night, and frequently we do, about all of the things that we do here at the Manchester College. But I want to give you the opportunity to ask us some questions. So I'm going to pass back to Amy, who I believe has been gathering some questions for us throughout. Thanks, Amy.
Thank you, Lucy, and thanks to Beth and to Kerry as well. That was amazing, really great presentation. We've had loads and loads of questions, so I'll just start from the top. Somebody has asked what kind of, they haven't actually specifically asked which course it's for, but they've said, what kind of qualification is this? A-level or diploma?
Right, really good qualification. So we offer vocational qualifications, and we offer them at level 1, 2 and 3. And depending on the level you're on, depends on whether it is the UAL qualification, which we offer at level 1 and 2, and the BTEC Foundation and Extended diplomas, which are assessed by Pearson, and there are level 3 diplomas. And by the time you have finished your 2 full years at level 3, that's the equivalent UCAS points of doing 3 A levels. But the difference is that it is a highly practical way to study. So you will full time be studying your vocational area. Now, that does not mean that you won't be doing writing and research, because that is a part of what we do. But all of the research that you're doing, all of the writing that you're doing, all of that academic part is embedded in the practical side of things. So everything that you are researching, you will then put into place practically. So it's very holistically created. It works on a project base. So you go from project to project and you build up, and at the end of the year on the level 3, you will do your final performances, and that's when you get assessed. So it really gives you the chance to develop those skills. And as Beth said earlier, we really work hard to teach you at the level you need to be taught at. And through the year, you're then able to work on the skills, maybe get a few things wrong, maybe get better at things. You know, we love it when we fail at performing arts, you know, fail again, fail better. You know, it's all about learning all the way through. And because your assessments are towards the end of the year, your graded assessments, it gives you all of that time to just get better, and then you can showcase the best of yourself right at the end of the year. So they are indeed very vocational qualifications.
Lovely, thank you, Lucy. Peter's asked, for 16 to 18s, is the course full-time, or is it the equivalent of 1 A level? So, for example, can you study any other subjects alongside?
We wouldn't advise it. It's very full time. So it's not just the amount of time that you take part in classes. For every hour you're in a class, you're going to be an hour outside of the class researching, learning lines, practicing rep, practicing your songs, finding audition speeches. So you will be in class for around 12.5, 13 hours, and then you'll be spending the rest of the time, the rest of the week, doing all of that extra work. And that's the kind of work it takes to be a performer. So we certainly wouldn't recommend. There have been exceptional circumstances in the past when it has fitted that somebody's picked something extra up, and certainly if you still need your English and maths qualifications, we have an amazing English and maths team, and you can pick those up alongside your vocational qualifications. But we wouldn't recommend picking an A level up, because there's some serious intensive study on an A level. And I think one of the joys about the vocational subjects that we do is that you can just throw yourself full time into the one subject that you love the most.
Brilliant, thank you very much. Ollie's asked, how many students are in a group?
Well, at the moment, Not very many at all, because we're still working at the 2-metre social distancing rule. So we've got very, very small class sizes. But if when we get back to normality, we look at probably around no more than 15 per group for musical theatre and for dance, and we somewhere between 15 and 18 for the acting students. And we try very hard to make sure that you then in the appropriate rooms, so for health and safety, for movement. We don't like to go much bigger than that in terms of group numbers, because we want to be able to give you some of that one-to-one support that you will need in order to develop those skills. So we tend to try to be around that.
Lovely, thank you. And somebody said, will it give somebody the opportunity to go into an acting agency by doing the acting course?
Oh, 100%. Kerry, do you want to mention a little bit about that?
Yes, definitely. So again, as we were saying before about the industry links, we have a lot of links within the industry in terms of agents. I forgot to mention previously a wonderful lady called Emma Norman, who is a casting director and also runs her own agency. So we have really good links with her. She does kind of audition prep. If you want to send a tape over to her, she will have a look at it and give you some feedback. She's also Sheridan Smith's manager, so she kind of crosses all the bridges from acting, MT and MT. We also, because we are still kind of working in industry ourselves, have really good knowledge about which agencies are going to get you work and which agencies are there just to take your money, and we'll be really honest and transparent with regards to that. We do have students that go directly from the level 3 course into industry, and as I said before, we can give you help and guidance as to how to go about that in terms of the headshots and things like Spotlight, which you have to be a member of in order to get an agent. So the answer is yes. That was a very long way to say yes. Sorry.
Thank you. And then the same person's asked, is it exam based or coursework? Now, I don't know if she's referring to one particular or all of them.
Shall I take that one, or are you okay with that, Kerry?
I'm fine with it.
Okay.
It is coursework. It is project based. You are continually supporting the practical work that you do with sort of writing, doing your research on your characters and the context of the piece that you might be doing, whether that's acting, dance or musical theatre, and you get again real support and guidance around how to do that, how to write critically. We look at different forms of assessment, so it may be that you want to do video logs or you'd want to do audio logs. So there's no official exams in the way that A-levels are set up for exams. It's continually assessed across the 1 or 2 year course.
The one thing that we might have some exams in are the external dance, and I wonder, Beth, whether you might just mention a little bit about that, please.
Yeah, absolutely. So we are actually an ISTD approved dance centre. So that is the Imperial Society for Teachers of Dance. And we offer the intermediate modern theatre examination in first year for both dance and musical theatre, and we offer the advanced one, which is the pre-professional level in year 2, and this will allow you to, once you've got your intermediate, you will pass the exam and you will be able to do your diploma in dance education, which is the teaching qualification for ISTD. So if anyone has come through the exam route of dance schools and that kind of background, we enable you to continue that with us. But a great thing about that is even if you don't see yourself as a dance teacher, that's completely fine. But the additional qualification is not offered at any other college in Greater Manchester, and it carries UCAS points. So it's another great way of adding up those UCAS points to get you into the university or stage school of your choice.
Brilliant, thank you so much. Somebody has asked, what do you think the career paths are now in the industry?
Oh, that's a great question. I think maybe we might all have a bit of a chat about that. I think obviously the whole world has sort of turned on its head at the moment, and I would say what we need to do is look at what we were all consuming when we were all locked down, because I would say what most of us were consuming was creative arts. And I don't think that's going to change. The one thing I would say about creative artists is that we are exceptionally good at adapting to things. We just are really good at going, oh, look, there's a problem. Let's make a show out of it. I think, I think there's a Brecht quote that somebody shared the other day about, during the hard times, will there be songs? Will there be singing? Yes, there will be singing, but we'll be singing about the hard times. And I think that kind of sums up creatives and performing artists. And like I said, when we were locked down, we were still performing, we were still teaching, and we just moved to this brand new, amazing new media of live streaming things, of splicing things together. Our students were recording themselves at home doing scenes, and then we were editing them together. And I've certainly watched some amazing adapted theatre productions using green screen and other elements. And I think that we are more than prepared to adapt. And I think the industry, absolutely, it is a viable, profitable industry. And the government are now putting some money into that industry in order to try to keep it going. But the people that will keep it going will be the creative people, will be the artists. And there's no way that we or you out there or anybody else will let it die. It will diversify 100%, but that's what we do best, I think, creatively. Kerry, Beth, anything that you want to add on that?
Well, just really to say, to reiterate what you've said and to say that this industry has been going since ancient Greek times, and it's been through wars and, pandemics, and there have been times in the past where we have had to completely shut down. Famously during the Second World War, theatres were closed for a very long time. But what happened as a result of that is that it came back and it was different, and it responded, and it grew and it blew up in many, many ways. If you look at the development of theatre and performance and musicals and everything since that time, it's just gone from strength to strength. So it is an industry that is absolutely viable, and that's a really, really important word. And to know that, it's actually a really nice time for you guys, because you do 1, 2 or 3 or 4 years in college education for 3 or 4 years, and in that time this industry will have come back bigger and better and stronger, and you will then be the new wave of artists entering into it. And that's actually really exciting.
That's brilliant. Thank you very much. Somebody's asked, do you have links with drama universities or drama schools? Not sure who wants to take that.
I can take that, yeah. As we've already said, we absolutely do have lots of links with really prestigious drama schools, stage schools across the UK, and that's something that we're constantly making sure that we maintain, and just not only just the links with the schools, but also the tutors' knowledge of what is out there. And within our team, a student can be in the room for 10 minutes and we know which 5 schools are going to suit them. And that's something that we are really, really good at. And that's why we have such a high progression into higher education rate from our courses.
Brilliant. Thank you very much. Somebody said, what does the audition to get a place on the musical theatre course consist of?
So I will take that one. So the musical theatre course Audition consists of a general dance round where you'll do a little bit of jazz technique. It's nothing to be worried about. It's just to make sure that you can put your left foot in front of the right foot. And it will just be a couple of exercises in jazz technique, which is essential for musical theatre performers. And then you will break off, as you will do that with some of the dancers, you will break off and you will sing a solo song, and you will also be offered the chance to deliver a monologue if that is what you so choose to do. But you can choose that monologue and that song in any style that you particularly enjoy. We want to see potential. We're not expecting a professional in front of us. We're here for you to show us what you can do best. So pick something that you enjoy and that shows you to your best ability.
Can I just pick up on auditions just for now, because we're obviously in a slightly different situation right now. So certainly for this first term, that's exactly what you will be prepping for auditions, but we're still going to be doing them remotely just for now. Because over the last couple of weeks, obviously things have changed slightly in terms of COVID, and therefore we've decided to continue with our remote audition process. So what will happen is that when you apply, you'll be sent an email, and on that email you'll have a link or a couple of links depending on the course that you're going for, basically with some how-to videos. From that you'll learn that rep, so any of the dance rep, and you'll be taken through everything that you need to self-tape, and Kerry talked about self-tapes earlier on. And then you'll be given a link where you can upload your videos, and then we will view those videos and we'll get back to you with a result. Now, it isn't how we want to be doing it. We want to meet you, but it is the safest way of doing it at the moment. And safety is so important to all of us. So we are going down that route right now. It is disappointing, obviously, probably for you and for us, but it is massively, massively important that we just keep you hugely safe. But you can still show your best. And like Beth says, we're not looking for the finished product. If you were already Judi Dench, you wouldn't need to come and work with us. But we do want enthusiasm, we do want passion, we do want somebody to smile and show that they're really enjoying what it is that they want to come and study. And that is the thing that we look for the most.
Wonderful, thank you. Somebody's asked, what is the difference in the acting side of just acting and musical theatre?
Okay, I'm going to take that one because I've taught on both. So I'm going to leap in with that one. So the acting, it sort of does what it says on the tin. So you kind of go into a lot of depth and a lot of different practitioners specifically with acting. You will pick up film and TV, which isn't something that you pick up in musical theatre. You will look at a wide variety of practitioners. You might look at classical theatre as well. You will look at devising. And you will look at voice, spoken voice as well, and your audition prep will be steering you towards professional and HE auditions, but specifically for acting. And that will mean some of the visiting practitioners that you get in, like Sally, will be actors, and they will be from that side of things. Musical theatre, it is divided directly into three. So it is a third acting, a third dance, and a third vocal singing. And it is all about that triple threat performer, and we very much steer you towards musicals. So even in terms of the acting, when we're preparing you for auditions, we'll be looking very much at you going into training for musical theatre. You'll do your songs for auditions as well. There is no such thing as a musical theatre actor. We don't train you any different in the acting units. It's all about looking for truth. We often touch upon Stanislavski as one of the practitioners, and that would be across both acting and musical theatre. So we're still trying to train you in acting to exactly the same level. It's just that the breadth of things you will study On the acting course, the breadth of the practitioners, the different styles of acting will be much greater, whereas as it's only a third of your course on musical theatre, it's obviously only going to be part and therefore limited. Kerry, Beth, have you got anything to add about those? No, good. I was succinct for once.
Charlotte has asked, will I be at a disadvantage in the musical theatre course for not having done dance previously?
Oh, Beth, over to you.
No, absolutely not. No, no, no. Please, please. Like Lucy said, we're all about creating that triple threat performer, and it's not that often that we get someone coming to us with equal skills in the 3 disciplines. Usually musical theatre performers prefer one style over the other, one discipline, or they maybe have a little bit more experience, but that is why you're coming to us. You're coming to work on those skills. And we are here as your tutors to deliver those skills to you. You tell us where you want to go and we will get you there. So absolutely not. And please, please don't be afraid, because we are here to help you and support you if you are ever struggling or you're, oh no, I can't, don't worry about it. We are here for you. We are human first, tutor second. So we're here to get you to your next steps.
Oh, that's lovely. Thank you. Somebody said, where will I be studying? Are you going into the new building?
Eventually, but not imminently. Yeah, we have got a really, really exciting new build planned, but that's at least 2 years off. And so for now, you'll be studying right in the centre of Manchester at our very, very beloved Shena Simon campus that we absolutely adore. So we're sort of half excited about the new build and also half a little bit sad, because Shena Simon is genuinely one of the nicest places that I have ever worked. It is the most friendly, vibrant, multicultural, exciting, warm, family feel of a campus, and that is across all of the different courses. It's a lovely place to be. It's a little bit like Hogwarts in the way that it looks. And we love it for that. It's incredibly characterful. But the other thing is, it's incredibly easy to get to. So you're 5 minutes walk from Piccadilly Gardens, 5 minutes walk from Piccadilly Station. So that's tram stops and bus stops. And then you're also 5 minutes walk from the college to several dozen theatrical performance venues that you can then go and visit, and we can take you to and we can liaise with. So when we are in our new build, we'll still be city centre based, but that's certainly not for a couple of years.
That's brilliant. Thank you, Lucy. Somebody said, can I carry on studying with USM Manchester?
Yeah, we've got really, really close links. And in fact, within our department, we offer a suite of HNCs. And I'm going to pass beautifully over to the lovely Kerry, who is one of the course leaders on the acting HNC, to talk a bit more about that.
Yes, yes. So, I'm not on mute. We do HNC, which is a 1-year course, a higher national certificate, again accredited by BTEC Pearson. We do one in acting, dance and musical theatre. It's a very intensive year of training. It's a step up from the level 3. It is a level 4, and the aim of that course is to absolutely focus on next steps, industry, drama school. Within sort of the lower level courses, you study lots and lots of different things over the course of the 2 years, which is wonderful and gives you a real variety. But what the HNC then does is to really focus down and become very kind of channeled onto developing your skill and your craft, and that is part of USM Manchester. What happens then is that lots of those learners go on and they do the 3-year course at the Arden, which is part of USM, on either acting, dance or musical theatre, or they go into other schools, some of which we've already named. So LIPA, we've had students go on to Central School of Speech and Drama, we've had students go to Mount View, Arts Ed, East 15, ALRA, Man Met, all of the top drama schools basically. Similarly, for the HNC in dance, they've gone on to Northern Contemporary, they've gone on to Northern School of Ballet and been given scholarships for the entire time that they're going to be studying there, which is absolutely amazing. And similarly with MT as well, we've had people go to Arts Ed, we've had people go to the Arden, as I say, and then we've had students go directly into industry. So yes, absolutely. I kind of bridge myself between USEN and the Manchester College, and we're continuing to build those links. And when we do move into the new build, as Lucy said before, everything will be in that one building. So USEN Performing Arts will be, the Arden will be there as well, and level 1, 2 and 3 Performing Arts.
Fabulous, thank you so much. Isabel asked, if I'm a singer and an actor and I'm working on dance, can I still get into the level 3 for musical theatre?
I'll take that one. Yes, you are absolutely should be auditioning for us. So as we said earlier, the musical theatre course audition for level 3 does consist of a dance round, a singing round and a monologue. But yes, absolutely audition, please, because you will definitely be full of joy on that level 3 musical theatre course. So definitely audition for it. It is subject to audition, but 100% apply and get that audition down.
That's brilliant, thank you. Somebody said, can you let me know, Lauren said, can you let me know the timetable for applications after the initial application decision?
Oh, I'm not sure what she means by that. Does she mean how quickly you'll audition? I think if that's what she means, then Lauren, we do lots of auditions throughout the year. So we have different dates and they'll be coming up throughout, literally right through the summer even. We'll do at least 2 audition dates before the Christmas holidays, and then we'll have systematic dates for submitting your videos all the way through the year. So for example, if you apply and then suddenly you get a date through and you go, eek, I've not prepared yet, it's okay. You don't get a black mark against you. You can just resubmit for the next date. So it's all the way through the year. We accept people.
That's lovely, thank you. Shannon has asked about the audition process for musical theatre, and is it online? I know you touched on that before, Beth. I think they're just wondering whether or not it's going to be online.
Yeah, it is. All auditions for now will be online until COVID decides to do something different. So like I said before, you apply, you'll get an email through, the instructions will be on that, and then you'll upload your self-tapes, your videos to the link that you've got, and then you'll get a result from that. We wish we could meet you, we really, really do, but for now we just want to keep everybody safe.
That's brilliant, thank you. Megan's asked, is there any coursework within the dance course?
Beth.
Yes, so as Kerry said earlier, we do offer that vocational training, and it means that our assessments and we say exams, but they're not exams. Our assessments are throughout the year, they're spread throughout the year. So like Lucy said earlier, you can keep working on refining those skills. Towards the end of the year, the dance cohorts, both in first year and second year, do an end of year show, which they also get assessed on. And obviously, like I said earlier, the ISTD exams take place in May. But the majority of work is pretty much, like you say, coursework. So as you're studying your GCSEs at the minute, is very much similar to that. It's spread evenly throughout the year in a variety of dance styles. So it is not you get to the end of the year and it's one big exam. It's spread out throughout the year and you can keep continuously refining those skills.
That's brilliant, thank you. And then I've got one more question to ask you, and there have been sort of quite a lot of questions, but I'm also conscious obviously of time. So if I just ask this one last question, and anybody's questions who we didn't get to this evening, obviously we can come back to you, of course, no problem. So the last question is, if I was to do one of these courses after the years have finished, can I go back and study something else?
So that depends quite a lot about age, and it also depends on funding. So if you're a school leaver and you're leaving school at 16, then your education is funded free until you are 18. So if you come straight onto a level 3 course, you can do 2 years for free. And then after that, if you changed your mind, there's something called an adult learning loan that you can get out, and you'd be able to go on to study something else at level 3. Or if you want to pursue higher education, you would get a student loan out, and then you could go on to do your level 4, 5 and 6. You could potentially do 1 year at level 3 with us, or 1 year at level 2 with us on one subject. And if at the end of that year you just thought, you know what, maybe that isn't my career path, you would come out with either a level 2 diploma or a level 3 foundation diploma. And so long as you hadn't turned 19 in that time, you could then change your mind and potentially go on and study something different. So for example, we've got a student who has completed her foundation diploma in acting this year, but actually wants to go and diversify and do some visual art for a year, because she wants to kind of open her horizons and maybe do something a little bit wider at higher education. And that's completely fine to do that. She's done that first year, she's got a qualification for it, she's still 18, it's completely fine, she can go off and study something else. So it's really all about how old you are, and whether you are going into that bracket where you need to start paying for education, or whether you're still underneath the bracket of being 18 and you get that funded for you.
That's brilliant. Thank you very much. And just to say thank you very much to all of you this evening. The presentation and the Q&A has been absolutely brilliant. And again, apologies to those people that we've not managed to answer your questions. However, we will get back to you. We will pass all your questions over to the Performing Arts team. I don't know if you guys want to say anything to end the session.
I know Beth does.
Yeah, so a really great thing that we have currently within the Shena Simon Performing Arts team is we have a Instagram page. So if you don't already, please follow us. It is at TMC_Performing Arts. And if you do have any further questions after this evening, then please send us a direct message or drop us an email. There's an email button on the profile that will directly email the Performing Arts team. If you don't have Instagram, that's completely okay. We also have a Facebook page, and that is again at TMC Performing Arts, which they both mirror each other with various information, and you'll be able to keep up to date with everything going on at Shena Simon, everything within the Performing Arts. You'll be able to see some of our past performances, what our current students are working on, how we're adapting to COVID-19 restrictions. There's lots of content on there. And finally, if you don't have Facebook or Instagram, and then you can email us. It's performingarts@tmc.ac.uk. So please reach out if you have any further questions.
That's brilliant. Thank you so much, Beth. And again, just want to say thank you to everybody who's joined us this evening. We've talked about applying, but obviously if you do want to apply to the Manchester College, please visit our website. And as we are the #1 college in Greater Manchester, you need to get in there quick. There are lots of applications, so we'd recommend that you get your application in as soon as possible. Beth has mentioned obviously about emailing the Performing Arts department. That is also in the Q&A box there. So the email address is in there. Any questions that we didn't get to, like I say, we'll pass all those emails on. If you would like this year, you still can. So give the enrolment team a call. The number is again on the website. And for any learners with any special educational needs and disabilities, we do have a transition team who will be able to help you, and their email address is also in the chat box. All that's left to say is thank you very much for joining us this evening, and we hope you have a lovely rest of your evening. Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye.